What's up, guys? SeaOtterGamer here, back with some more Realm of the Mad God. I tried to do Nillies today. I promise I did. But unfortunately, when I tried to sign into it, none of the servers were up. And so I was not able to do so. So I was trying to do it because I know that's probably what everybody wanted to see for Friday. And that's why our normal video is for Friday. It just didn't work out, so I apologize for that. Alright. Definitely can use some potions, that's for sure. Oh, thank you. It's like the game knew what I was talking about. Alright. What do you guys have planned for this weekend? I don't think we really have anything planned. My sister's in town for the next week. Let's see, it'd be the week after Christmas. Like 3 weeks, I guess. And then she's moving to South Korea, which is a little bit of a move from Colorado. But it's because her husband is getting stationed there. So, yeah, that's what that's pretty much it. But anyways, and so we're taking them out to dinner on Saturday as their present, because we can't really get them anything because they would have to ship it. So their present this year is us taking them out to dinner, which should be nice. We get to visit and oh dear God, that was everybody. We get to visit and stuff and hang out a little bit before they leave. They have a little, now 1-year-old baby girl as well. And so, that one's full. There we go. Oh, this only has 6 people in it. And so, they also get kind of some alone time away from the baby, which everybody loves and everything. But sometimes when you're a parent, it's nice to get away and just kind of have fun every once in a while. Plus, we get to ditch our kids as well. And it's a win-win for everybody. Because my parents love watching their grandkids. They don't get to do it too often. And so it's just fun times for everybody. So, and I'm excited. So, but that's pretty much all I have going on this weekend. We don't really have anything planned. I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous lately. I've been thinking about recording that just kind of maybe for like Thursdays or something. I'm not quite sure. So, because I'm having a lot of fun with it. There's also a few other games that I just recently got access to. Oh, let's go turn that in. That is our daily quest. There's a few other games I recently got access to that I'm excited to show you guys, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. So, mostly MMOs right now. Right now is a big time for MMO stuff, apparently. So, alright, let's see what our next one is here. Unfortunately, we just got useless potions. Okay, you know what? I think we might actually have that. Let's check. Because if so, I'm not using it. I might as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We are one step closer to getting whatever the 3rd level thing is. And hopefully. And we'll get some more loot potions and stuff too, which is a win. Because I need to start using those. I have a whole bunch. I know I've been telling you guys I'm going to use them for a while. It just hasn't happened. So we need the T9, which I don't believe I have. So we'll keep an eye out for that as well. So maybe we can get something cool. I don't know. You get lots of cool stuff from the 3rd one. From the 3rd daily quest. You can get skins and all sorts of stuff. So I've never actually gotten that far. I've just heard stories. Is it teleporting me? Okay, oh dear God. Last time it didn't teleport me like that, I almost died. Or maybe I did die, I don't remember. Because it like actually does teleport you, it just doesn't show you or whatever. Alright, let's teleport to you. Alright, that's much better. Alright, let's find some abysses and stuff. I think that sounds like a plan. Oh God, slow. So slow. There's an abyss. Now we just need to actually get over to it. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Oh, let me clear out this room really quick. Now, I'm going to show you guys something, because I get asked a certain question a lot. Alright. So we should be safe here in this little corner area here. Alright. If you go to your options by hitting O, down here it says interact/buy. I have it set to shift because that's what my thumb is on my mouse. But what happens is when you're hovering over this here is your interact. So all I'd have to do is hit shift or whatever you want to do as your keybind, and you can go into stuff without having to click on it. Anyways, that's how you bind that key, because people have been asking me about that. It's a very, very nice thing to have. I suggest everybody do it. There we go. Alright, we gotta be careful here because there's 2 different areas we can get bombarded from. So let's clear out this one. Oh, no, there's 3. A very dangerous area indeed. Alright, let's go this way first. Man, there's really not a good place to hide here, is there? Okay. Lure these guys this way. It's the easier way to do it. Alright, there's a dog up here. 2 dogs. 3 dogs. Let's get over here. Okay. This is not the right way to go and very, very dangerous. Alright. If you could just kindly die. Thank you. Okay. So, 1 path down. Let's try this area next. Okay. So far, so good. Oh. I hate the pop-in for that. Oh, we used up all of our health potions. I just noticed that. Oh well, whatever. Hopefully we will find more. I'm gonna do the stupid thing and just jump across there. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Every once in a while I hear the drop item thing, and there isn't actually a dropped item, which is kind of confusing and annoying. So, if you know why that is, I'd be interested to know, because I'm not quite sure. I've been watching some newer players play this. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. But it's always fun to watch newer players who are recording this try and figure stuff out, because that's kind of the fun part about this game to some degree. I mean, it is fun to get really good and just raffle stomp people into oblivion here like this. But at the same time, like, discovering how everything works and how to play this game is a lot of fun, which is kind of what this series is all about. I do not like this, Sam I am. I do not like this at all. Okay. It's like a T, and all you have is a lava path. Okay. Oh, have we gone full circle? We're almost there. I doubt this is the correct way to go, but we'll find out anyways. So, I've had a lot of people ask me for shoutouts on my channel. I haven't really talked about this much, but I don't really do shoutouts. And the reason why is because I've never found them to be very useful for anybody. They're not useful for me. They're not useful for you. There's just really no reason. And the other thing is people ask for shoutouts, like, before I've even seen their content or anything. It's like, I'm not gonna advertise your channel blindly without actually watching your stuff first, you know? So I apologize if people are asking for shoutouts. Trust me, they don't really do you any good. So there's really not any much of a point, and there's not really much of a loss for you for me not doing it. It's much better for you to kind of grow your own audience than to try and grow audiences off of other people. So it just works out better in the long run, because what happens... Oh, thank you. I really needed that potion. We're gonna save that for a rainy day. What ends up happening is that people might go see your channel, they might subscribe or whatever, and then they won't watch your content. They'll just subscribe because somebody told them to, which is not good for your channel, because now what you have is an inflated subscriber count and just a bunch of dead subs. And dead subs aren't necessarily good for your channel, because they don't do anything for you. So, in fact, a lot of times what will happen is you'll see people, they do a lot of like shout out stuff, or they do sub for sub, or any of those sort of not very good ways to get people to come to your channel. And what happens is you'll see them, they'll have like, oh, I got 2,000 subs, but they get like 2 views on each episode. And the subscribers really don't do you anything. It's the views that that you want. And actually, to be more specific, you want the watch time. So that is in essence why I don't do shout outs. So I apologize for people who are asking about that. I've had a lot of people ask about that recently, which is why I decided to say something about it. So it's not any one person. Okay, we found the boss. Let's get cracking. Oh. Let's lure you over here. Thank you. Perfect. So I guess we could talk a little bit about subscribers and the sub box and that kind of stuff. There's a term that if you're a YouTuber, you should know this term. And I don't think a lot of people know it. It's called subscriber burn. And what happens... Oh, anything good there? No, not really. What happens is people subscribe to you and they like to watch your stuff. And when they subscribe to you, your videos will pop up in their subscriber box, right? That is the reason why they subscribe to you. But what happens is the subscriber box, it kind of knows what you want and what you don't want. And it bases it off of basically what you watch and what you don't watch. So if you subscribe to me but then never watch any of my videos, then my videos will never pop up in your subscriber box because you never watch it. So YouTube says, well, you subscribe to these people, but you never watch their stuff. So we're not going to even bother sending you their new videos, and unless you go back and you start watching them again. So that's kind of how that works, and that's called subscriber burn. Subscriber burn basically is if you don't watch my content, but you're still subscribed to me, then my content slowly will burn out, and it won't. Oh god, come on, kill him. And it won't show up in your feed anymore. Oh, that's nice. So these are just good for what's that called? Oh, it's T4. I think we have that, but I'm gonna grab it anyways. The T10. Okay, you know what? We're grabbing a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll probably drop some of it. I thought that was supposed to be on a platform, but I guess not. So what subscriber burn is after a while, your videos will no longer show up on, or my videos will no longer show up on your feed. And so what happens is now you start getting dead subscribers or people who are subscribed to you, but oh god, that was interesting. Okay. That guy died. Let's not do this. Let's come over here and find something else to do. And a dead subscriber is mostly basically useless to you. It doesn't really do you anything. I guess you can pull out your numbers and be like, oh, look, I got X amount of subscribers because I'm awesome. And then, you know, everyone go, oh, congratulations, you just got 2,000 or whatever, right? But unless they're actually actively watching your videos, then it's actually better if they're not subscribed to you because it just inflates your channel. Oh, let's not hit him like that. Sorry, oh, okay. We summoned the wrath of the Lich King here. See if we can kill him. Do those heal him? Looks like they might. I don't actually know. Oh, okay. And there's witches and stuff. They don't seem to do much damage to me, though. There's really not much of a reason for me to worry, I guess. Let's kill you, then. There we go. Alright. So, in essence, that's why I don't do shoutouts. So, if I like your content, if you send me your content and be like, hey, you should check this out, and I check it out, which we'll talk about that here in a second as well. And I like what I see on your channel, then at that point, I might say, hey, or talk about you in a video or something. But if I don't watch your stuff, I'm not gonna falsely advertise for you because it's lying to your viewer base is not a good thing, you know? So lots of knights here. Lots of Kniggets. Alright, here we go. All right, perfect. And rip loot. All right. So let's talk about advertising your channel, because this is something that I see done wrong a lot. Oh, what is that weird? Oh, what is that? I don't even know. So that is something that I see done incorrectly. So the hardest part of YouTube isn't making the videos, because that actually is fairly easy. Now, it's going to take some time, and it's going to take some patience and kind of learning what to do and improving your channel and your brand and stuff. But the actual act of making the videos is very easy, especially gaming videos. Now, if you're doing like cameras and all sorts of stuff, then that might be a bit of a different thing, because you got lighting and you got special effects and all sorts of other stuff. But as far as gaming stuff, very easy. I mean, you need a microphone and you need some sort of way to capture it, either a capture card or a program like DX Story, which is what I use. OBS is a good free alternative as well. And OBS you can do streaming as well. So, anyways, I digress. Let's get back to the main thing. Advertising or getting people to find your channel, marketing your channel, is the most difficult part of YouTube, hands down. And so what a lot of people have started doing is that they will say, like in the comment section of other people's videos, like let's say Bakuri Box. Okay, Bakuri Box is a bigger Realm of the Mad God YouTube channel than I am. So if I wanted to, oh sorry, let me concentrate here for a second. If I wanted to gain more views from people who like Realm of the Mad God, then I might go to Bakuri Box and say, hey man, we're not going to get any loot. Hey man, you should tell your people to watch my stuff. Or sometimes what people will do is they will just put a comment in a video at the bottom of the video saying, hey, if you like, sorry about that. Hey, if you like this person's stuff, then you should watch my stuff because I'm awesome and I have similar stuff. Man, my voice just absolutely died. Sorry about that. And the problem with that is it's very rude to the person who's making those videos, because what you're saying is, I don't really care about your channel. I only care about your audience. And that's kind of how it comes off. Is like, I don't really care about you and your videos. I just want to increase my views. And people have gotten really sneaky about it. They've done stuff like, let's organize this a little better. They'll do stuff by like, hey man, I love your video. Everybody check out mine or something, right? And that's kind of like almost like a backhanded compliment. Like, hey, I like your stuff, but now I'm just using your comment section to redirect to my channel. It's very rude. Usually what I do is I'll just delete comments like that, honestly, because it makes your comment section look bad. Nobody likes it. You might get a few views off of it and stuff, but a lot of times people will just look at it and say, oh, look, this is just a spammer. I don't really want to go look at their content because, you know, they are really rude to other people. At least that's the what I've seen, you know. So that definitely doesn't help your channel. I mean, very isolated cases, maybe some people have gotten some use out of it. But I mean, if you do that on my channel all the time, you're either getting all of your comments deleted or you're getting blocked, honestly. And I've been blocking people, so who've been doing stuff like that. So, and unfortunately, a lot of times it's people who watch my content a lot and stuff, and you know, are actually contributing to it, but I just can't deal with all the extra stress. I just don't want the extra stress. I do this for fun. It's not my job. I'm trying to keep it fun, you know? So anyways, so now we talked about what not to do. Let's talk a little bit about different strategies that you can implement to help people find your channel, because that's probably what you would rather me talk about, right? So, for those of you who don't know anything about search engine optimization, YouTube is basically a big search engine, right? So SEO is very, very important about getting your videos viewed. And so basically what it is when you make a video, you enter data into that video. You enter tags, you enter titles, you enter the description underneath your video. All of these things help the YouTube search algorithm find your video. And so if you type in Realm of the Mad God or RotMg or something into YouTube, chances are my videos will be one of the first ones that you see. And that is because I have targeted all of my videos and my SEO so that if you search for things like Realm of the Mad God or RotMg or Let's Play Realm of the Mad God or certain ones like that, then I will be the first one that pops up. And when you are the first person that pops up for a search term or you're on the first page, maybe first 5 or so, there is an increased chance that people will click that video and then they will watch your stuff. And that's how that works. That is the correct way to get people to watch your stuff. Now, there's other ways to do it as well. You need to actively advertise your stuff without spamming. And there's a big difference between actively marketing your channel and spamming. So, for instance, Reddit is a very good way to get people to watch your stuff. There's just a whole bunch of people on Reddit, and a bunch of them are looking for very specific things. So maybe you want to put a video or two into the Realm of the Mad God subreddit. But if you do that too often, then you're going to get banned from that subreddit and called a spammer and all sorts of bad stuff. And people will start disliking all your videos and all sorts of stuff and troll you. And it just becomes a mess. So you can do it. But if you do, let's say Reddit or something, then I would abide by the 10-to-1 rule, or the 9-to-1 rule, I guess, or whichever one you want to do. Basically, 9 things that you post that aren't your content, and for every 1 thing that you post that is. And what I also would recommend is on a specific subreddit, only post 1 video a week at most. Maybe less than that, because if you do 1 a day or something, let's say you're really excited, you're making really, really good Realm of the Mad God content, you're posting a video every day and you're linking it. Holy hell, that is a wall of ghost gods. And you're linking it every single day. After a while, people are going to see that as spammy, even though you have good content, even though you are contributing to the community and everything is good. Just because of the frequency that you post, people are going to call you a spammer and all sorts of bad stuff. And you don't want that. You can get banned from Reddit and all sorts of bad stuff. Social media in general is a good idea. So Twitter is a good one. You can link Twitter directly to your YouTube so that it will post onto Twitter whenever your video goes live, which is what I do. Make sure, because it is social media after all, that not everything that you post is about your channel or advertising your channel. I see people fall into that trap all the time as well. So what happens is they'll just post every time they post, it's a advertisement for their channel, and nobody wants to subscribe. Oh dear God, nobody wants to subscribe to somebody who does that because they're not interesting. All you're doing is advertising. So talk about your day, talk about your cat. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but also in there, talk about things that you want to advertise about. So like videos, let's say, you don't have to just advertise about videos. You can advertise about all sorts of other stuff, gaming related. Be a part of the gaming community. And once you're kind of seen as part of a gaming community, you'll find people more often. It's kind of hard to explain because I don't feel like I do it very good or very well, I suppose. But social media is a good way. Forums, if you find forums and stuff, let's say you're on a Realm of the Mad God forum and you have a guide on how to play the game for beginners, and somebody on the forum is asking for tips so that they don't die very often. Well, that sounds like a very good time for you to post a link to your video and be like, hey man, here's a few tips in order to help you out. I don't really do that too much anymore, but I used to do that a lot. So, and again, you know, be a part of the community. Talk outside of your advertisements. Don't just advertise and run. Don't link dump and run, because nobody likes that, and you'll be seen as a spammer and nobody will watch your stuff, and that's a good way to hurt your channel more than help it, honestly. So, alright, let's get in that abyss. Anything from you? Nope. Alright. Another good thing is to structure your content in a way that people want to watch it. So, there's different types of channels. I don't know if you've noticed this. There's variety channels. A good example of that would be someone like Total Biscuit or Nerd Cubed, right? And they play a whole bunch of different stuff. They don't do focus content like I do, right? And focus content would be like Realm of the Mad God and Binding of Isaac or something. You know, that's very focused. If you come to my channel, then you know that chances are when I post a video, it's gonna be, oh, there's people here. When I post a video, it's gonna be either Realm or it's gonna be Binding of Isaac, or maybe occasionally a one-off video, because I just like doing those, right? So there's structured content, and then there's variety channels. Variety channels are much harder to grow. And the reason why is because you never know what that person is gonna post. Let's take Nerd Cubed is a great example. Let's take him for example, right? So he'll post like a PlayStation era game, and then he'll post like a brand new game, and then he'll post like a, I don't know, a PlayStation 2 game or Sega Genesis game or something. It's all over the place. But the reason why people watch him is because they really like his personality. So if you're going to do that, then you need to either have a funny disposition. People are going to like whatever you do, regardless of the game, right? The second thing you could do is be very informative, right? You don't have to be funny. In fact, if you're not funny, don't try to be funny. I think I have a very dry humor. I don't let it shine very often, a lot of times. And so I don't try and force it, because forced humor is just the worst. It's just awful. It's bad. Don't do it. You're going to look silly, and not the good kind of ha-ha silly. The kind like a clown just fell down on its face and died kind of silly. No, nobody wants to see that. So, yeah, I'm kind of all over the place today, but what I'm getting at is find your niche. Find whatever works for you, and structure that content. That's the easier way to grow. And then from there, you can kind of expand a little bit. Now, the problem becomes when you're like me, and you're known for, let's say, one very specific game, and what happens is, oh, looks like we need to go this way. All right. What happens is that game starts dying, and once that game dies, then everyone everyone leaves your channel, and you lose pretty much all of your subscribers. So a better way to do it would be to basically play 2 or 3 different games, build up a community. I've said this before, but you build a community around you, not the other way around. So if you really like playing, I don't know, what's a really weird, maybe niche thing? Well, okay, let's just say Realm of the Mad God, because it's the easiest one for me to talk about. If you like playing Realm, then you're going to attract people who play Realm to your channel, right? And you're building that around you. Oh, dear God, we are going to die. Let's not do that whole dying thing, please. Yes, I know, you know what? Let's just get out of there. It's not worth it. I don't have any health potions. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is find your niche and do that thing. And if you find a niche that works for you and you grow that community, then you are going to grow exponentially from there. use search engine optimization and social media to accent that and just kind of help it along. If you get lucky, let's say you have a niche title like this one. If you get lucky, then someone like Markiplier will come by and he'll play it, and a whole bunch of people will all start paying attention to that game, and you'll start growing. Anyways, that is all I have to say. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.